Dairy Trace is the national dairy cattle traceability program, administered by Lactanet Canada in partnership with Dairy Farmers of Canada. Traceability helps to build public trust and ensure that our industry can thrive by providing protection, prosperity, and peace of mind. We've talked with dairy producers across Canada about why and how they implement traceability on their farms. Garrett Damsteeg and his family milk 140 dairy cows in Shubenacadie, Nova Scotia. They are a closed herd and raise all their own replacement cows. Damsteeg recognizes that increasingly, consumers want to know more about where their food comes from and how it's produced. Traceability is part of assuring consumers that they can have confidence in the quality of Canadian dairy products.
And why is it important to me? And not just to me, I think to us as a dairy industry, is in case there is any serious disease outbreak, I think it's important that we know where the animals, have gone or where they came from. And it's not only that, it's also the confidence of our consumers. We know consumers are very conscientious about where their food comes from.
At Joe Loweth & Sons Limited, Ben Loweth milks about 480 cows, along with his father Carl and his uncle Dave. Loweth believes that traceability is one of the ways the dairy industry is demonstrating leadership and its commitment to producing high-quality products.
So as a farm that is hoping to soon have a customer and public-facing business with the processing, I think the traceability is one more step that shows that we are trying to lead in the industry as opposed to being led. It's an opportunity, not the main thing, but one of the many things that we can do as an industry to show that we are monitoring for disease, that we're keeping track of where these animals are moving, with the hopes that by doing a good job internally, we won't have external forces that feel they need to step in order to more heavily regulate the industry.
At Larenwood Farms, Chris McLaren and his wife milk around 120 cows and farm 600 acres that have been in the family for 150 years. For McLaren, implementing traceability has been easy because he enters events as they happen rather than leaving records to pile up.
I think the most important thing with traceability is that when you do something, that you enter it. Don't leave yourself a list of things that you did all week and then try and remember what you did and when you did it and how you treated an animal. When you treat an animal, you enter it. When you move an animal, you enter it. When you sell an animal, when an animal's born, when you buy an animal, make sure you're doing it, you're entering it as you do it, and then it's not a lot of work. And then the software that we use, DairyComp, links everything together, and it's very, very easy. There's nothing really there's no real workload, there's no stress, it just happens.
Jennifer Peart milks about 50 cows in a tie stall barn. She farms along the shores of Lake Erie with her husband and her daughter. Peart uses the Dairy Trace app and portal to report tag activations and movements, a method that she finds works well. Peart credits traceability reporting with helping to keep her records up to date.
Traceability has improved my herd management as I now ear tag the calves on the day they're born and record the information immediately on that day. So I'm not going back and doing it later, and everything is up to date, and it feels good to stay on track.
Dylan Stewardson at Stewardson Dairy milks around 270 cows on his farm near Thetford, Ontario. Their cows are milked 3 times daily and have a naturally ventilated, sand-bedded freestall barn with a double 10 parallel parlor. Stewardson takes pride in the way he farms and recognizes the assurances that traceability provides.
Traceability is important just to reassure our consumers and the people who purchase our products that we look after our farms properly, that food is handled safely, that animals are looked after to the best of our capabilities.
The benefit of a transparent food production chain builds credibility for all aspects of the dairy industry.
Traceability, by putting this in place, we are able to trace any animal at any given time in a very short period of time. And I think particularly from a trade perspective, it's very important because a distortion of the value chain can cost us a lot of money. And for that very reason, I think we need to be leaders in dairy and show how important traceability is.